Hey guys, Rusty here, Rusty's Compound. Going on to week 5, I think. Starting to lose track, but finally completely closed on the property. So now the thing is getting this culvert in. So plan is this week to clear out all these trees that are along here. Dig back some of the dirt so we can have some dirt to fill it in. I already bought the culvert, the gate, so the gate will come out this way a little bit. Don't know the exact feet yet that I'm going to go with, but yeah, so between this week and next week we're going to just work on getting this driveway completed to the road. So I'll check in as we make progress. Alright guys, end of the day check-in. Here is our opening. These two trees are like 26 feet across, I think. My culvert pipe's 20, and then the gate, which will be, I'm thinking of like right here, so that I could pull a truck and trailer in with it, is like 16 feet wide. So we got completely cleared, and just gotta wait till next week. Filled in and then redug some of this, so I just have to clean it up with a shovel. Was hoping to go at least to the guy's fence right there and back, but unfortunately I forgot my battery, and then I had issues with the chainsaw. And yeah, so this was a full day's worth of work here, doing everything by hand. So this tree right here is probably gonna have to come down. It's got some termite damage at the bottom. Thinking the same thing with this one. So I'm gonna sit and ponder for a week, but I will let the next week's video bleed onto this one, so there'll be 2 weeks on this one. I'll be checking in next week. This is either a good idea or a bad idea. This is my 8-year-old. He's actually doing pretty damn good. Too much on the gas. He's past the lake, so that was my big worry. The other one. Where it was this morning. That's good. Successful. All right, guys, on to week 6. Here's the pipe. Here's the truckload of everything for the gate. Got to dig the ditch out a little bit more, and we have a dump truck load of dirt coming in. So the plan is to get this thing dug out and ready for the dump truck to just dump on top of it when it gets here. So ground kind of drops off, so we'll clean this up a little bit. So we'll check in as progress goes today. I got 2 days to get this thing done, and supposedly rain in the weather. Alright, dug out, got the pipe in. Obviously down the road I'm going to clean out this ditch some more, so the pipe is a little bit deeper than the brush itself. So what we're going to do now is take some Quikrete and go around the ends. A lot of people do like a lace pattern, but what we're gonna do is stack them straight, and then lace at the top. But then I got rebar that's gonna go down. I'm gonna beat down the side of it, and then whenever the concrete bags get wet and hardened, they'll basically form to each other. Then later on down the road, we'll take and clean up the ends with like some stucco or something, so that's not just like raw ends. I don't really like the look of the raw ends, but yeah, still waiting on our dump truck load of dirt. So be checking in. All right, here we are. Sandbags placed in. Here's a better look. So now I'm gonna take rebar and drive down through, kind of like bond them together. And then when they get wet and the paper deteriorates off the side, they'll all be bonded, and then I'll probably just stuck over it, make it like a nice finish whenever we get some extra material laying around the house. Just waiting on the dump truck now to fill that in, and then we'll grade it out and then separate the leftover fill dirt and put it in a pile somewhere on the property. So we'll be checking back in once we get the dirt here. Okay, so backfilled with what dirt I had. This way all the fill dirt will go on top, and then I'll move the rest of the fill dirt to a different part of the property to use to fill in anywhere that I feel like needs to get filled in. So I'll use this time to go over some other stuff. Got some poles, fence posts from Lowe's. They were $1 cheaper a piece on these. I feel like the ones I got from Tractor Supply are like $1, maybe $1.50 more. The only difference is I feel like people don't buy enough of these from Lowe's, so they sit out there for a while and they get like, I don't know if it's like manure or something on them, how they get shipped, but it's real like sticky and stuff. The quality of the post, it's really hard to compare. It's pretty much the same thing, but I think Tractor Supply circulates through theirs a lot faster, so they're more fresh and they're not just sitting there sideways in the rain, because both of them sit outside at both department stores. So for the $1.50 more, depending on the stack at Lowe's, might be worth it to get the ones from Tractor Supply. Between all the stuff that we got to do the fence area and the dirt, we kind of hit that $20,000 mark, or we're going to go over the $20,000. So the breakdown on that's pretty much $12,000 is property. $5,000 is tractor. And then $3,000, less than $3,000 would be between the stuff for the culvert and some miscellaneous tools I bought. I just bought a shovel last night. These are $10 at Lowe's. It's a fiberglass one that creaks. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but it stood up for what I've put it through today already. So yeah, we're at that $20,000 mark. So I will check in later, guys. All right, guys, update on where I'm at. As you can see, fence done. Still waiting on this dump truck though. It's supposed to be here at noon. It's almost 5 o'clock now. It's one of those things where I message someone on Facebook selling fill dirt. I don't know. The guy could have been more cooperative or communicative, but he's just like, oh, I'm waiting on my brother, So this turned out pretty nice, better than what I thought. So yeah, this side right here goes in at an angle. And that's just because I didn't want the other line to be right here and still have 5 foot left right here. And kind of the way that you come down our road, like I didn't want like this, you have to swing like super wide to get anything big in here. So you'll be able to make like an angle cut right in. And then the trees right here are pretty much in a line. So we just went around straight line right there. This is pressure treat with a finished look. It's the only thing Lowe's had, but relatively cheap. Left the gap right here only because our fence line's going to be here, so I just wanted to be able to get my mower down the side whenever we dig the ditch out and stuff. I'm going to have like a piece of land here that our fence isn't all the way up against the ditch. Same thing on this side, but supposedly the dump truck's on its way out. Waiting on it still. So I would say productive day. I sat around for 2 hours before I decided to say screw it and start on the fence. But I think it turned out pretty good. I'll give a total view once I get it graded. I wanted to stay away from doing the fence only because I wanted to be able to grade it without worrying about tearing into the fence, but I'm just gonna have to be careful now. So I'll check in. Hopefully the dirt will be here soon, like the guy says. All right, finally the dirt came last night late. Like 5 hours late from when you scheduled to drop it off, but graded it. Took a couple of scoops to the back, so we'll let the rain and everything settle this down, and then we'll fill it in some more. I gotta do some spreading. Did a little bit of driving over with the tractor, kind of got a little close on this side, and it actually, the bag started to lean. So my plan is once they harden up and stuff to try to push them over with the tractor. But whatever, they're there to keep the dirt from washing out. So once they harden anyways, hopefully they won't lean anymore. So, but yeah, now back to clearing on the property. I got a whole day to do it now. So I'll show you guys where I'm at by the end of the day. Well, here is the end to week 6. Bella, get back here. Dog's running off. Ran over a tree. Tree decided to get some revenge and broke the fitting. Which leaked all the transmission fluid out. And, you know, no transmission fluid, no gear. In the process of taking that off, this thing's corroded, so simple fixes it looks like, nothing major, but it's about to get a whole bunch of new transmission fluid because this was at the bottom pretty much and all the fluid's gone. So yeah, week 6 ended with us not getting too far past what we were at. So I guess I'm just gonna cut some trees down and move from there, but check back in on week 7, guys. See ya.